blessings. If you didn't view the first part of this, I suggest that you do, so that you can get caught up to see exactly where I'm at in the clubs family of the cards. I'm gonna repeat the 7 of clubs just so that you guys can, from the last video, so it could start from the 7, so you could go through there. I'm also hoping that whoever is watching this video, you are taking notes. You are paying attention to when I go into where spirit lives, spirit doesn't. Where numerology comes in, numerology isn't. When you talk about family in the cards, when you talk about what in the cards. The thing is that once you start developing that feeling where you know that you have mastered your meanings, and like I always tell everybody, on no accounts always just do one set of meetings, because if you do that, you're going to cheat yourself. Because I'm going to tell you, 15 years, 16 years ago, those are not the same meanings that I know today. Either I added from it or I took and grown from it. So it wouldn't be the same, because it's the same thing as year after year after year. Life changes regardless. But one thing about the cards and the information in the cards, it doesn't. But once you stick to your meanings, your meanings that you're going to live by, regardless of what anybody tells you, that's when you're going to say, I got the cards. Then once you get the cards memorized, okay, whether they're basic or they're long, what role do they play in when they're mixed with the other cards? Because at the end of the day, it's not just about the meanings. Anybody can take a book, okay, and learn the definition of 52 cards, okay, less than a month. If you're that good, your memory's that good. That means you don't got nothing else on your mind but the cards. And that's ridiculous, because that's not real life. Now, what I mean is if I'm telling you that I'm giving you meanings that somebody gave me 16 years ago, they're not the same, because they were from a different reader, okay, that belongs to a different country than the American, so then the Indian, then the Hispanic. You see, so if something was to happen, for instance, 2004, 2014, things happen throughout the world, so that these meanings would be different to you. Because not only that, you've made that connection with your cards through all that, through all your ups and downs. That stuff comes out in your cards. If you didn't know that, I hope you know it now. If you're a reader and you're an emotional reader that goes into that person's mess, okay, that's going on in front of you, you're going to be emotional all the time. You're not going to be able to help that person. You're not going to be able to understand. You cannot go into it with them. You have to always treat that person different. Even if it's a family member, I don't care who it is. Do not go into that with that person. Because it's the cards have a way of going on how you're feeling as well. Because when you start reading, the stuff is going to be nothing added to that person. You're going to see, and then when you see it, you're going to be like, oh wow, no, okay, repeat the cards, do it again. I had that to say. I'm going to go into this real quick, into the meanings of these, and I just want to let you know, to those who said that the videos are too long, like I said, I appreciate that, and I am going to make them shorter. But it's very, very hard when there's so much to learn, and for me to give you so much information within a little bit of time. Because there's so much that goes to this. We haven't even gotten to the numerology part of this, the importance that this plays in the cards. Because you could do a reading for somebody with just numbers. You're probably like, what is he talking about? I'm telling you, with just numbers. You add these two numbers together, 10 plus 9 is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. It's going to give you the same exact thing. It's the ending or the beginning of something. That's what it is. Go to your numerology. If you haven't got there yet, you'll see 1 plus 9 is 10. What is 10? The meaning of number 10? An ending of something or the beginning of a new situation. Okay? You're going to love it. We're going to have fun. Okay? We're going to have fun. And I'm going to enjoy doing it. You just have to let me know how you're feeling on the bottom of my channel by subscribing, giving me a like, and all those other fabulous things that come with this. Okay, 7. 7 is good luck, success, everything's going great in the business or whatever it is that you got going on. You're passing your tests at school, everything is okay at home. So, because sometimes these may not just go by what you considered success at that time for that person. You don't know if that person's in school unless you look around to see where is what's going on in the cards. Remember, I'm always talking about the neighbors that live upstairs, that live underneath you, on the front of you, or on the back of you. That's what's going to tell you if that person's in school, work, or home. Anyway, good luck, success, everything's going fine with them. Okay, when you see the 7. Now, if you're going to do the reverse of the 7, if that's how you're doing your readings, if you see a number 7 come up, it's telling you to, it's the warning card. It's the card where it tells you to be careful. Okay? Don't get too happy yet, or don't get to a point where you think that it's all fine and dandy to go blow the credit card and don't have the money to pay it. Or to sit here and think that you passed 3 tests and you're going to go past the other one just by not studying. Doesn't go like that. Sorry. No. So just watch out. Think before you start doing things. 8 is, once again, it's going to go into the next chapter. Here goes 8. What did I just say upside down for the 7? That don't get too cocky yet. And then this card right here, if it comes up with it, boom, you did get cocky. Let's just say, for instance, the 8 is upside down as well. That's going to tell me you did get cocky. You went out and you're doing what you had no business doing. Because this is going to talk about the same thing too. But in this one, it shows that, oh God, this is so perfect. It shows that you did get lazy. Okay, you did become reckless. And it's showing up now. And your laziness by not doing nothing about it affected the situation. Just like the 7 just said. Reckless behavior or being lazy will cause serious damage in business affairs. Okay? That doesn't mean just the business that you have or the business that you're doing or the business. It could have nothing to do with that, especially if there's hearts around. That's going to mean something's going on at home, that you're not paying attention to your bills, you're not paying attention to where you're spending the money, and now it's causing you to have financial problems. Here we go again. Not just financial, but if the hearts come around, then it's talking about financial, also love problems. It's so much easier when we start blending the cards so I can show you how you read your combos than when you just individually know them. It don't never fall like that. I promise you. Wait till we get there. You're going to see what I'm talking about. It never falls like that. So the 8, if you got your pen and paper going on, put reckless behavior, carelessness has caused problems in business affairs. And if it's upside down, it has caused problems in either love or financial situations. Okay? That's your 8. Now we go to our 9. Let's say you didn't get cocky after all. You followed the rules. You did everything that you were supposed to do. And now you're at a good point. You behaved yourself and everything. And the 9 is going to show it. Okay? It's going to say wrap up the completion. Things are going good. Things are going to what you wanted them. Now let's say, for instance, here we go back to the 7. Things are going fine in business matters or whatever. That 9 comes up. It's going to show me as well that you're doing things right. And then somebody also could have died and somebody's receiving an inheritance, or ooh, you just got a raise, you got your income tax check back, you got a promotion. Like I said, it all depends on your neighboring cards that's going to let me know. Now, when I first came on, when I was taught back in the day in the cards, in my tradition, in the culture, in the Haitian way of doing this, the 9 I was taught is somebody's pregnant, okay, or somebody's going to miscarry. Now, let me tell you something. That hasn't left me. That hasn't left my book. Because I tell you what, I did a reading for somebody recently, and that was the case with her. The 9 didn't come up for her like that. Why? Because there was some neighboring cards around that said, boop, Chris, she's pregnant. And then not only that, remember in spirit, when I say in spirit, when you have somebody or your spirit's working with you, you doing the reading, that spirit is working on you. And that's what you hear, and boom, that's what comes out. The spirit ain't sitting here and taking its time and talking about inheritance of the large sum of money. The spirit's going to say, this girl is pregnant, or she's going to miscarry. Now, if she says to you, yeah, I think I might be there. No, you don't think. You know. Because 3 months ago, a couple of weeks ago, you had sex without protection, and now you're going to have a baby. If you're going to keep it. Ridiculous. 10. We're done. Okay? We did everything we were supposed to do financially. At this point, let's see. Usually at this point, it's more financial because we're talking about the Clubs family here, which is about money matters. As much as people want to say that it doesn't. Remember I told you about activity. Remember that I told you about walking. These cards are going to tell you what's going on. Where's this completion at? Is the completion on the success right here that this person has in the money or in their salon or everywhere that you could say, oh, yeah, your business is going good. I see that you know, everything's going fast. As a matter of fact, I see you traveling at the moment. If I was to read this clearly for somebody with my own eyes, no spirit, no nothing, this right here, this, and then I'm going to add it. 10 plus 7 is 17. Break it down. And what does it give you? What is 1 plus 7? It goes back to 8. So all that right there in your head, you're going to say, what is my 8? My 8 is, oh, okay. Reckless in behaviors. You're not supposed to be thinking of it like that. You're supposed to look at it and know. Because this card is upright and the 10 is stronger than the 7. So automatically you know right there that that person is successful. You know that right now that person is either going to buy a house or travel. And when I say travel, not here, they're going abroad. Okay? So this is distance traveling. So, and also now in my tradition as well too, 17, that's a point, we call it a plan. You understand? Meaning that it's on point. Something, whatever it is that the person asked you, whatever it is, especially if it's has anything to do with the spirits or whatever, that lets you know that this person mastered this, and that, and whatever it is that they're doing. So if I mix all that up in what it is about everything that I know that that client right there is doing things very good for themselves and they've completed it. Okay? So now in your notebook you should have completion. Whatever it is that the client is working on or has done from 7, 8, 9, 10, they completed it and it's been successful. As long as they behave themselves in 8. They didn't get reckless and lazy. And then in 9, they pay attention to what the 7 and the 8 was. 9, they did a good job They passed everything. They're wrapping it up. And then we get to 10 and everything's done. They did a good job. Well done. You're not at the point now where you can do, oh yeah, he said 17, so that means completion. No, don't do that. I was just explaining to you what happens when you start putting them together and making sense of them. And of course, that also, let's just hope to God that there's no spades around that 10, because it changes automatically the circumstances, because you're not traveling if there's a spade around there. You're not going nowhere. As a matter of fact, you should be trying to figure out how you're going to pay the rent if there's spades around that 10. Okay? Now, it's time to go to our people. Our people cards. Okay? Now, I'm just going to tell you how I do it. I'm pretty sure, like not only that, I'm going to say I'm pretty sure everybody else has their own opinion, but I want you to do your own research as well as to what this jack means to you and how it's going to mean to you after you learn it, either from me or another reader or another book or whatever it is you're going to do your research. That I very strongly want you to do your homework and always research everything. Never take anybody's... Oh, I don't know what it is about this. It just makes your mouth dry. Never let live by somebody else's words. I had to learn that lesson a long time ago. Don't take nobody's words and say, okay, I'm going to do it just like this. There's no. Don't do that. Okay? Because that means that you will be following just me and I know everything. No, we don't know it all. To this day, I still look at books and stuff like that to try to see where I can brush up on or where I can learn from, because it's a big thing about the cards. If we have 5 different readers right now, right here, they would tell 5 different people. I probably would say maybe 2 probably would have a similar meaning to what it is that I'm giving you, but he or she may word it differently, or spit it out differently, okay, or be less dramatic, or whatever it is you want to be, and the reader is just different. But these people right here is my fire people, the clubs. That's your Sagittarius, your Aries, and your Leo, okay? Now, I know all these 3 signs very, very well, and I can tell you right off the bat that these are good people. These are really, really good people when they want to be, okay? And here we go again. Let's start with the Jack first, and I'm going to tell you. See, if you paid attention to me and you saw that I said in Hearts family that the Jack of Hearts could either be a boy or a girl, remember that, because I'm going to show you something right now. How I would detect this to know if it was a boy or a girl, this is how I would do it. This is the way I do it. I'm just going to tell you. This is what tells me what am I dealing with. Where now is the 2 of clubs? Because I just feel like I'm cheating you if I don't show you. Okay. I could get rid of these numbers right here. Okay. Let me tell you. If this comes like this to me, for me like this, and I'm doing the reading, okay? That's how I'm going to say that that's a girl. Okay? That's a young black girl. In my eyes, clear day. No spirit, I did no prayer, no nothing. I'm just doing the reading. I'm going to say, and I'm going to ask, do you have a daughter or do you have a son? Okay? Neither. Okay. So now this lets me know that the client, okay, has feelings for this individual. Now, what if the individual is a guy? And say, there's romantic feelings. So now I know that this is a same-sex couple. If it's not, and then that king comes up right behind it, and it's a her, that's either their baby or mother and father or sister and brother. There's another trick too. Did you from the beginning of time say that your clubs are going to be family? Or are you putting them as professionals? Or are you putting them spirits? Because it changes. This is the thing that people don't understand, is that it changes among circumstances. Okay, so right now, if I did that with the Jack, I'm gonna say that this is a lady or a young girl. Okay, now remember your yin and yang. Remember balance. All that stuff comes involved with. This is what you gotta remember when you're doing cards. Your yin, your yang, your left, your right, your blue, your yellow, your 1, your 2, all those kind of things. You know, the court thing, one side that hands the dirt, it goes up like this, all kinds of stuff. That's what 2s are. There's a balance. It's an equal. Okay, so I'm going to treat this right now as if it was feminine. Okay, now let's not. And I get this 2. Okay, now he's a man to me. Okay, because I did it straight from the beginning. Heart is more feminine than the club. Let's say, for instance, the person that I'm reading for don't got no kids, no nothing. Then this is a professional. This is a professional fire sign man or woman. Okay, but he's gonna be a man. I know he's gonna be, because it always plays like that, because that's how the readings fall out. Now, like I said, as you go on, you're going to be able to see what sets the tone for you. This is what sets the tone for me, and I live by it. That's why I'm giving it to you. Go look on, now that we have access to online and all this other kind of stuff and books and stuff like that. Go look. You'll see. Now, let's say, for instance, we don't do it like that with the 2s, and then we just go straight up like this with these people. Okay, Jack is my Sagittarius, okay? I know a Sagittarius very well. As a matter of fact, I know 2 of them. Okay? They're great people. They really are, when they want to be, to be all honest and stuff like that. But don't get them acting up now, because you got a mess on your hand. Okay? They have drama after drama after drama. And you talking about laziness, it's just not good. Just put it like this. Don't let the card be upside down for them. Okay? But if they're all good, they love you, they care about you, they'll do anything for you, drop of a hat. It doesn't even matter. Okay? They will back you up. Okay? And live by it. Okay? They will be the best that they can be. But they cannot be distracted. That's the thing. And I'm going to tell you here too. That's not just the Sagittarius. That's the Aries and that's the Leo. These are powerful people. They're powerful signs altogether. There are fire. Okay? Especially with our hearts. These people are leaders. These people have big hearts. They're successful. They're strong, and they're, how do I say this? Stubborn. They're very stubborn. They will go through anything to prove their point. Okay? Just don't catch them when they're low. That's the thing with the fire signs. When that flame goes down, they're different people. You got depression, anxiety is high. They start feeling like they're not good enough. And so sometimes they can turn to certain substances to get themselves out of their mind, or they have problems, period. But go to your astrology and see what it says for Queen of Clubs. You'll see. She's a successful businesswoman, dominating, especially in her home. Esli Dantor, for us Haitians, everybody knows that. That's a powerful mother right there. Okay? She's a protector. You just don't want to catch her on the wrong day. If you want to live by that's that spirit. That's the spirit for us in the Haitian voodoo, Queen of Clubs is Ezeli Danton. So if I'm doing a reading for somebody and that person came to ask me about spiritual background, this and that, that's going to be my Ezeli Danton. And if I'm reading for somebody in the Santeria tradition, she's going to be my Oya. Okay? I don't know what it is in other traditions, but this one right here, the Aries, and it happens to be a female. Okay? Let's just say a man is doing the reading. He has no body in his life that acts like this, who is like this, who he works with, who he sleeps with, who he's friends with. This is him. This is how he feels. He's intuitive. This type of guy, he's intuitive. He's wise. He's very receptive. Okay? He's very fragile to his surroundings and stuff like that. Put it like this, he's aware. Okay? But if it's a female and you're not her and you're reading for another her, ask her, is it her boss? Who is it that if you see this one come up there and one's there and then something like this is in the middle, like this, we up there, right there, okay? To me right here, this is husband and wife, okay? And if they say, oh no, I'm not married, whatever, then this person right here is another person that works in a financial place that you went to just go sign papers from either an inheritance or a contract, okay? Or you were there, that's your boyfriend, whatever, y'all getting ready to have a baby. And then the next thing around there should show me some type of heart right around there. That's what's going to tell you who these people are. It's before you even ask them if or that. Learn your vocabulary as well too. Learn how to say words like it was, it is, now, it's going. Because I'm going to tell you something. You could make one big mistake and the customer's going to say, what do you mean it's going to happen? Because you said you said it wrong. What's going to happen in the future? You should always tell somebody in the future that you cannot guarantee this because you're not God. That person could leave your establishment that minute, 5 minutes, just got hit by a car. So all that stuff you said in the future is going to happen. Boom, out the window. This is why a lot of people have a problem with readers. But the thing is you got to learn how to speak so you can tell this person, this is what foresees in the cards come up for you. You ever heard that saying when they say, oh, it wasn't in the cards for me. It's not in the cards for me. That's not a joke. That's serious. Serious business. It wasn't in the cards. Or that's not in the cards for me. Oh, this happened already. It already is it is now. It's going to. Pay attention to that. It's going to help you big time. Okay, so our Queen of Clubs is our Aries, our Jack of Clubs is our Sagittarius, and our King of Clubs is Leo. Okay, now if you know these people personally, okay, the meanings are going to help you. You're going to be able to relate. I promise you that. Okay, it's not my first time at the rodeo with this deck. Okay, these people are leaders. They're professionals, they're managers, they're mothers, they're fathers, they're brothers, and sometimes they even come in the darker shade. Okay? Those are our dark-skinned people. Those are our, we say, the dark hair. When somebody doesn't want to tell somebody they're black. This person has dark hair. Or it could be a white woman, and she has dark hair. And then the person could tell you, I don't know anybody with it. Don't let somebody distract you when you're in control of your reading by saying, I don't know somebody like that. You're saying this, doesn't. Because when somebody is on the spot, remember, their nerves are going. Because they don't know what you're going to say. They're not going to be able to remember everything all at one time. Okay? Give them a chance to break it down. Okay. If you have any questions whatsoever about the Clubs family, please email me or leave me a message and let me know what you got, what you didn't get, how can I make it better, or what should I take away. Tell me something, teach me something, or if you know something, let me know how you understand it at chrisobas78@yahoo.com, okay? Or lakaijewuj39@yahoo.com, okay? We're gonna go into diamonds in the next video, okay? At this point, if you notice, I'm doing the videos shorter, therefore that'll give you a chance to go over them, rewind it, watch them again so that you get them on paper. And then I would hope that by this time that you guys have already been at books of numerology or online looking at meanings and different ones. Look and stick to the ones that make you feel good, or let your spirit decide for you. I don't know if you remember, but this goes back. You always see me with a candle, right? Whether I'm reading for nothing or I'm doing the study session with you here. Because I live by this light, is because that lets me know that I'm in a spiritual bubble. So right now, let's say for instance I'm doing something and I want to hear her. She go, okay, it's possible for her to say, da 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 da, Chris, tell them, da da da. Or she could say, But if it's just plain old just walking around, she can't intervene. And I can't connect to be in that mind space with you to give you what I'm giving you. So always know that a candle gives you that extra light for you to be in, especially when you're in teaching mode or learning mode. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope everybody's going to be doing well. Everybody enjoyed this video. And thank you for watching. Bye.